Welcome back to Everyday Eats with Michelle. Today we're making pizza dip. Super simple, easy, and you can customize it any way you want. Whatever toppings you would normally put on a pizza, you can throw into this dip. We're going to show you how to make a basic recipe today, and from there, the sky is the limit. So what you're going to need, a little bit of tomato puree, some ricotta cheese, some fresh mozzarella cheese, a little bit of fresh basil, pepperoni, of course, and some garlic. If you want to use that shredded packaged mozzarella cheese, you can. I prefer fresh. You do what you need to do. So first up, we're going to get about 28 ounces of tomato puree simmering away. To that, we're going to add in some freshly chopped up basil, about a handful or so. You don't need a ton. Get that all stirred in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add in a little bit of dried oregano as well. We just want to deepen that pizza sauce flavor. It's going to be fantastic. To that, we'll add in our freshly cracked black pepper as per usual. And then I decided to go with garlic powder. I was going to mince up a fresh clove or two of garlic and throw it in here, but I kind of didn't really want that chunkiness of the garlic. I'm going to be using a garlic Tuscan bread to serve it as well, so I thought it might be a little bit overwhelming. You do what you need to do. Throw in a little bit of sea salt, about a quarter teaspoon at most. You don't want too much salt. And to this, you can add whatever pizza toppings you would normally throw on your pizza. If you're like us and you do like a supreme pizza, chop up some bell peppers, some onions, a little bit of olives, maybe some sausage, and throw that down in here right now. Stir it all up, because after this step, we're no longer going to stir things. We're just going to kind of add things to the top. So any toppings, toss them in now. All right, now for the cheese. First up, we're going to do a little bit of ricotta cheese. I'm just going to dollop some cheese around the outside and kind of sink it down into my tomato sauce mixture that I have going on. I know ricotta may not normally go on your pizza, but it's going to add a wonderful creaminess to this dip. Do not skip this step. You will absolutely thank me for it. So I've kind of put it around the outside, made it a little pretty. It's fine. Next up, pepperoni. I've got some thinner sliced pepperoni. If you want to get like a stick of pepperoni and have a chunkier diced pepperoni, that's perfectly fine too. Don't add too much pepperoni here. The only reason I say that is we all know what happens to pepperoni when it cooks. Sometimes it can get really, really greasy. That will happen to your dip as well if you add too much pepperoni. We're not going for a grease pit here. We want a nice, tasty pizza dip. So we're going to get our pepperoni all diced up, sprinkle it down over the top. But again, we're not going to stir anything anymore. Once I've added my ricotta cheese, there is no more stirring. I am, however, going to sink it down in just a little bit, because I still have some more things I'm going to put on top of here. I kind of want that pepperoni flavor throughout. Okay, so we've got that sunken down in. Now I've got my fresh mozzarella cheese. I'm going to dice it up just like I did with my pepperoni. And again, if you want to use that pre-shredded stuff in the bag from the store, you can do that too. The fresh mozzarella will melt down as well. It may not melt and get as stretchy as the pre-shredded stuff, and that's okay. You do whatever you like. I prefer the fresh. You like the pre-shredded. Do what you got to do. So we'll get this all chopped up and we'll sprinkle it down over our pizza dip. This is smelling amazing already and I can't wait. So a little bit of cheese or a lot. I mean, it's pizza. Pizza is usually pretty cheesy, right? So add as much cheese as you like. It doesn't really matter. Final step. We're going to top this with some slices of pepperoni. I'm trying to kind of find in between where my ricotta was. It's going to kind of tell me where I put my pepperoni. Because one thing, it's going to look pretty. And another, it's not going to have too much pepperoni, so it's not going to get too greasy. This is going to go in a 350-degree oven until it is nice and warm and bubbly and melty, just like this. If you're using that shredded mozzarella cheese, it might get a little more browned. Totally fine. We don't have too much grease because we didn't use too much pepperoni, so this actually looks kind of perfect. Now, take your favorite crusty bread. I'm using that garlic Tuscan bread that I love so much. And just start snacking. It's perfect for game night, perfect for football parties. You can make a little, you can make a lot, whatever you need. Let us know what you think down in the comments. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week.